Okie dokie, let's talk about some wine. So one of the wines in your wine package this month is the Pasqua 11 Minutes Rosé. This is absolutely one of my favorite wines. So it's from Italy. The grapes are sourced in the north, in the Veneto region, from just kind of off the shores of Lake Garda. And so this one it's really interesting. It came from the Pasqua winery, and the idea was to create a rosé that was kind of a combination. It was more of like a French, like a Provence style rosé. So they're actually using 2 native Italian grapes in these wines and 2 native French grapes. So it ends up being like almost like an Italian citrus and berry fruit salad is kind of the way that it ends up being. It is so lovely. So it's a blend of Trebbiano di Lugana, Corvina. Corvina is a very important grape from the Veneto region. And it's also got some Syrah as well as a bit of Carmenere in it. And it is just such a beautiful bottle. It is so pretty on the outside. So I want to tell you a little bit of a story about this wine. So a long time ago in Italy, there was a poet, and his name was Catullus. And so his muse, actually, if you look through the donut hole, I guess, if you want to call it, through the label, you can actually see Sappho, who was his muse. And so he, structured a lot of his poems around her. As well. So his famous poem is called, Ode e Amo. And it's actually the entirety of the poem. I don't read Latin, so I can be of zero help to you at this point, but the entirety of this poem is actually written in Latin around the outside of the label. And Ode e Amo just means I love and I hate. The name 11 minutes actually comes from, apparently, according to Catullus, 11 minutes is the perfect amount of skin contact time between lovers. And so that's actually the amount of time that they use when they're crushing the grapes. So to make rosé, what you're doing is you're squishing red grapes, and then you let the skins and the stems and the seeds and everything hang out with that juice. And that's what that's going to do, is that those red grape skins are going to tinge the wine pink. And so the total amount of time that they let kind of everything mellow together, that skin contact time, actually ends up being 11 minutes. So that's where the name comes from, and this beautiful pink color. So anyway, it is such a lovely wine. If you're gonna have it with food, I would suggest having it with, you can go definitely seafood salads with this. Even if you wanted to do like a berried chicken or pork, it's such a beautiful wine, and just really, really juicy and fresh, with lots of just like a boatload of citrus and, ripe cherries and strawberries. It is just an absolutely gorgeous wine. So I hope that you have an opportunity this month to enjoy it with food, without food, with friends, by yourself, whatever you like.